Howdy folks. Today we're going to talk about Amaro di Angostura and I'm going to tell you whether or not you should buy it. Spoiler alert, you should buy it. So this is a good bottle and I recommend it. My bottle's almost empty, so I wanted to make this video before it ran out and maybe I can hold off buying another bottle until fall. We'll see. It is a liqueur. It's from the Angostura Company. The Angostura Company, of course, is famous for its Angostura bitters, which I assume everyone's had. It's only the most famous bitters of all time. They put out this liqueur here, Amaro di Angostura. It's a little weird calling it an Amaro just because it's not Italian. Amaro in Italian means bitter, and it's not that bitter. Anyway, let's give this a taste. Okay. I mean, it has all those Angostura kind of flavors. All that cinchona bark, the cinnamon. It's got a strong cinnamon flavor. It's not super bitter. I usually think of it more as a sweetener than like a bittering flavor. One thing to note is that you can't really use it in place of Angostura bitters. That isn't really how it works. So what do you do with it? I've had good luck this fall using it in fall flavored drinks to give them a little bit of a cinnamon punch. It goes well in Scotch drinks in the fall. Anything with applejack drinks, anything peach or pear related, that goes pretty well with all of those. Obviously it also goes really well with rum. You can go in any number of tiki drinks to sort of jazz them up. I like to put it into things like a pina colada just to add a little zazz to like what's otherwise mostly just a fruity drink. If you want to try and bitter up any tiki drink a little bit because they're too sweet, you could use Angostura Amaro. That would work pretty well. Though you do have to sort of tweak the proportions a little bit because it is kind of a sweetener all by itself. So today for a drink, I think I'm going to try and make like a Manhattan. But instead of rye, I'm going to use rum because Angostura goes with rum, obviously. And the Angostura flavors are already in a Manhattan, so that kind of makes sense. I'm going to cut way back on the vermouth and I'm going to put in some Angostura Amaro and let's see how that goes. Alright, let's give this a try. Rum Manhattan. Ooh, it's spicy. It's Angostura spicy. It's pretty good. It's not as sweet as I was worried it would be too sweet, and it's not as sweet as I was worried about. Actually, I think the cherry in there is actually really nice because it's giving it a little extra cherry juice to sweeten it up just a touch. Maybe next time I'd probably put 1 dash of Angostura bitters. It's a little bit more Angostura-y than maybe it should be. Or I could up the vermouth just a touch. But yeah, it's a solid drink. Classy, especially if you like Manhattans. I mean, if you like Manhattans, you gotta like this. If you like rum, which everyone loves rum. Anyway, yeah, this is a classy drink. Next time maybe a little less bitter and a little more sweet, but it is a pretty good starting point. To recap, Angostura Amaro, it's definitely worth buying. It's pretty versatile. It'll work well in rum drinks and in the fall and scotch and fall-based drinks. Got a nice cinnamon character and a bitterness to it, but it is actually pretty drinkable and mixes really well. Hey, thanks for watching. Go buy yourself a bottle of Angostura Amaro, and we'll see you next time.